Hello guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going to be updating you guys with the severe weather that we're going to be seeing for Friday tonight. And we also have a low that's forming in the Pacific right now. A lot of rain expected and snow expected for parts of California. So no further ado, let's get started with that. Before we get started today's video, I ask if you can subscribe, share, and like this video, and so you guys can stay up to date. And before we get started again, make sure you stay with your local weatherman for severe weather, just for you guys' safety. Although I'm not a professional, so make sure you stay with your local weatherman. Alright guys, so here we are, and you guys can see this is going to be playing, and you guys can see, looking at this stops around Friday, around, let's see, 0Z, so around 12 a.m. in the morning. We're talking about, this is a stop. So you guys can see right in here, we're going to have a high that builds right in here, goes down, simply like that, and it's going to bring a lot of snow for parts of the west. We're talking about a good foot or two of snow, and as that storm keeps making its way towards the middle of the United States, it's going to bring a lot of severe weather for parts of the United States, along with the north, which we're going to see a lot of rain for parts of the north with snow. So we take a look at this. This is going to be our next 24 hours rainfall total, and you guys can see right here, brunt of that rain is going to be off that low that's forming off of here. It's forming at a rapid pace. It's going to bring a lot of snow, a lot of rain, and you guys can see most of it's around a good 3 inches. We're talking about parts of it, mainly you can see where the heavier band is of rain is around in here. Parts of the north of California. You guys can see most of that's around 2.5, 3.0. And then you go really the west coast, really. We're talking about a good 0.10, 1 point. So, like I said, and then we come over here to the Virginia area, like North Carolina, we're talking about a good 1 inch, maybe 0.75 in the next 24 hours. Rain expected for you guys. And then we go down here into parts of Florida. Same thing along with you guys. We're talking about 0.10, not really too much rain. And same thing with parts of Wisconsin, Michigan, and also Minnesota. Now, this is estimate, so this is not official. We can have more heavier rain in here. Anything's possible, you know. It's just all an estimate, and like I said, around this area, you live in the next 24 hours, you guys are expecting rain, just to help you plan for your day for tomorrow, for Wednesday. Okay, so here we're going to look at our SPC outlooks. So this is going to be our severe weather we're talking about. So you guys can see from today to tomorrow, most of that chance is going to be parts of Texas, parts of Louisiana, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, going into South Carolina, going into parts of North Carolina with a mid, not even really mid, it's just like probably a 10% chance. Now you hit parts of the Panhandle of Florida, you guys are going to have a maybe chance. So that's going to be there. You guys can see as we play it, like I said, right here. And then we go to our tornado probability. Really nothing less than 2%. Hail probability, less than, right here, less than probably 5%. So, like I said, now we go to our 2-day. This is where stuff starts to amp up for the west coast and the north. So you guys can see, not very a biggest slight chance, but definitely severe weather is definitely possible in there, and severe weather is definitely possible in parts of the north. Now, if we play, or we go to the tornado probability, like I said, less than 2%, definitely not possible. With hail, it's definitely going to be a possibility. Less than 5%, there's still a possibility with this. Like I said, you really won't see this, but it's rare to see stuff like this. And like I said, wind probability, less than 2%. Now we play to our 3-day, you guys can see that really that middle of the United States really starts to take off. We're talking about more of a chance happening right here. This is where you're going to start to see your tornadoes, your hail, and all that. Now, it does not really go out that far, Sally would say, with the tornado and wind probabilities. But you guys can see right in there. And then we go to our 4-day outlook, which is going to be Friday. You guys can definitely see there's more of a chance of that happening, around 30% chance in the middle of the United States going around Friday. So now let's take a look at the GFS. Let's see. We're going to take a look at the snowfall total. We're going to take a look at the rainfall total. We're going to take a look what this is going to be doing right in here. So you guys can see right now, currently, we have that line that's down there in parts of Florida Panhandle, Georgia, and Alabama. And you guys can see this high is going to force it right off, and it's going to go, no problem, be out in the next 24 hours. Now, there's something you need to keep an eye on, is this storm right here. That's the storm we're keeping an eye on. That's going to bring a lot of snowfall totals for parts of California, Washington, and parts of middle United States. And then we're talking about a lot of rainfall for parts of the California area. So, if we go to our satellite imagery, and we go to forecast loops, we let it load through real fast. So you guys can see, we're talking about this is right now. So we play for you guys. You guys see, this storm's going to be sitting off for another day or two. We're talking about, it slowly dissipates though. But what happens is going to happen, it's going to allow the middle of the United States. So if we take a look right in here, let's back it up. So you guys can see, it's going to allow for parts of the United States. If we back it up once again, get the marker out, and you guys can see as this load dissipates for parts of the north, I'm at the west coast, so you guys can see a lot of snow for parts of the Washington area, middle of the United States. Now what's going to happen is, this is slowly going to move into the middle of the United States, which is going to cause a lot of snow for parts of Wisconsin, and it's going to cause a lot of severe weather for parts of the middle of the United States. So we're talking about, this is going to be around Thursday, so relatively a fast-moving storm for parts of the West Coast. You can see in the next 48 hours, we're going to see that low dissipate at a fast rate. So you guys can see the low relocates itself right in the middle of the storm. There you go, the border of Canada, and then parts of Wisconsin, you guys are going to have mix/snow/rain. And you guys can see this is going to be your Friday, around Friday a.m. So you expecting some snow around Friday a.m. on parts of Illinois. You guys are expecting some parts of Illinois. You guys are expecting some rain for parts of your morning. So make sure you bring the umbrella out. You guys can see, now that's when we start to see that severe weather really amp up in the parts of the middle United States. Starting around Friday, around 12:00, around noon. You guys can see, like I said, if you live in the middle of the United States, be prepared to have your umbrella taken out, because definitely rain and hail. Now during this time right here, the heavy rain is definitely possible with some wind. But as we keep playing it later on through the day, you guys can see as it gets more intensified. Around here, this is where you're going to start to see around, let's see, 0Z of Saturday, around 12 a.m. in the morning. You guys can see this is where you're going to start to see all that tornadoes, sprawls, microbursts, severe weather, hail, winds, strong winds. Definitely be possible around this time, around midnight of Saturday. And then you guys can see where we're going to have some of that snow, which is going to bring snow for parts of Minnesota, parts of Wisconsin. And like I said, you guys can see that low. This is going to be right there, which the backside is going to be, this is going to be a cold front, because you can see the backside of it. It's going to have snow with it. So the front right here, so all this warm air is going to be right in here, which this low is going to cause the jet stream to do a weird thing like this, and bam, which is going to cause a lot of cold air right here. But down here is going to be really warm, which is going to be pumping that warm air into this storm right here. And the backside of it is going to get cold, because you know you got the cold air mass right up there from Canada. But the bomb's going to allow for the severe weather to happen, because we're going to have that nice warm air pumping into that, which is going to cause a lot of severe weather, like I said. So we keep playing for you guys, and let's get the thing. And you guys can see as we keep playing it for you guys, this is around 6 a.m. Be a fast moving storm, like I said, and then eventually causing a lot of rain for parts of the north. Now the snow probability for you guys from the north is low. You guys are definitely going to see a lot of rain. Parts of, and then we're talking about another line that line's going to break apart right here. It's going to cause a little bit of rain for parts of Florida, nothing big. And then around Sunday, we're going to start to see the system move right off, the severe weather move right off of the out of the United States around Saturday, around 9Z. And then you guys can see, as it keeps playing, it's going to be quiet for a little bit, most definitely. And then, going into next Monday, we're going to have another severe weather, chance of severe weather. Now, we will keep an eye on this. This is still about a good 6 days away. But like I said, the idea is right there, we're going to have some severe weather that's going to amp back up for parts of the north all the way down to the south. So like I said, if you're expecting, have plans for next Monday, expect some rain for parts of the East Coast. So we keep playing this for you guys. It's going to bring a lot of rain for parts of the Carolinas, North Carolina, pretty much the whole entire East Coast. Expect some type of rain next week around Monday, Tuesday. Eventually moving off, and then we could see another thing of severe weather that's going to amp up. Now this is around Thursday, so this is not set in stone, but we'll keep an eye on that one too as the days get closer. So you guys can see that's what we're looking at right now. Now we look at our temperatures. We're just going to take a look at the temperatures to see what you guys are expected. We're going to do all this week into this weekend, just so you guys have that feeling, oh well, this is what we're going to be expecting. Okay. So here we go, we exit this out. So you guys do your rain, your your temperature gauge is down here. So you guys can see parts of, let's see. Let's go down here. So this is currently right now, we're seeing a lot of warm air, parts of down there, which is typical mid round parts of the south. A little bit cooler down there. You can see where the jet stream is currently like that right now. So you guys can see, we're going to see a little warm up for parts of Tuesday for mainly the whole entire north and parts of the East Coast, maybe in even the middle of the United States. As we keep playing this, this is where your severe weather is going to start kicking in. You guys can kind of see that where that low is right there. And as we keep playing it for you guys, we're talking about a massive warm air that's going to be around 60, 75 for parts of the middle of the United States. Which the reason why it's going to be so warm is because all that warm air is going to be pumping up from the Gulf of Mexico, allowing that warm air from the Gulf of Mexico pushing up to the middle of the United States, which is going to cause a warm day for you guys. Definitely, like I said, severe weather is definitely possible within this day, but definitely Thursday is going to be a beautiful day for you guys for the middle of the United States. And then we play it more for you guys. This is where around Friday, this is where we're going to start to see our severe weather. So you guys can see where we have that low right now. This is where that severe weather is going to start amping up. This is going to be snow on the backside right here. And that's where that rain's going to be. A severe weather possibility. And you guys can see as we keep playing, it's going to bring all that warm air in front of it. It's going to push it on the backside of it. We're going to have very cold air. This is a cold front. And as you guys can see, as it keeps making its way parts of the north. And you guys can see it cools down. Bam, like that, and then cools down, and then warms back up, obviously, because normally around this time of year, cold fronts do not last as long as they did maybe even 3-4 weeks ago. They weaken more and more each time. Every cold front that comes around April starts weakening every time. Even during the summer, you can get a cold front, but it won't be effective at all. Same thing with warm fronts during the winter or like the fall time. It gets more and more weaker and less warm air when it gets towards the fall time. So you guys can see that was our weekend. So it's definitely going to be a beautiful weekend for middle of the United States. Really the rest of the week is going to be nice for parts of the whole entire South. Now if we go to our snowfall total, we go to snowfall. And we'll go to our total snowfall. And you guys can see. Right now you guys can see mainly it's right here. Scroll down. And let's look at that real fast. And here's your gauge again to determine how many feet you're going to get and how many inches you're going to get. So you guys can see, as we keep playing this is going into Tuesday, going into Wednesday. And you guys can see it keeps intensing. Snow is definitely going to be possible for parts of the middle of the United States. Or I'm at the west coast, really top of northwest. You guys can definitely see some snow, probably around some parts around 32 inches. We're talking about a good a foot pretty much, almost, just about. And as it keeps playing, we can see that the snow for parts of the north, parts of Wisconsin, Minnesota, you guys can expect some around a good 5 inches. Then parts of, as we keep playing it, parts of the whole entire north part of the United States, the middle of the north, you guys can see that you guys are going to get around a good 16 inches. Now this is total, this is not 24 hours, so this is definitely a little bit off. If I actually played the 24 hour, 12 hour, we'll play 12 hour for you guys instead, just to give you guys an idea. This keeps playing, this accumulates the snow melting and then coming back in. So you guys can see, you can definitely see the snow. So around probably around let's see, Saturday, you guys can see where that severe weather is going to be down here, and then parts of the Wisconsin area, Minnesota area, Michigan area. You guys are going to see a good inch or two, and then we go into Wisconsin, a good 12 inches. Like I said, that's definitely possible. And then north, really not going to get nothing because of the rain that's going to be affecting you guys. This is where that severe weather is going to be around Sunday. Like I said, more snow for parts of that the back of the United States. But really, that's all to talk about right now. All the heads up summary is going to be rainy for the weekdays. It's going to be rainy for parts of, and snowy for parts of the West Coast, parts of the West. Washington and California, you guys are going to expect some snow with rain. And then we go into the middle of the United States around Friday. We're going to see a lot of severe weather. Make sure you have your umbrellas ready with some parts of snow and parts of Wisconsin, Minnesota area. Now, if you go into our Saturday, where we're going to expect a rain pretty much for the whole entire East Coast, mainly for parts of the north, but there could be occasionally a line that breaks off and goes into Florida, causing a little bit of rain. But really, I would say if you live anywhere under, probably around Virginia borderline, you guys are going to be safe for this weekend. It's going to be nice for you guys until that cold front hits you late in the day, cooling down. But anyways, guys, that's going to be a wrap of the video. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you hit subscribe, like, share this video. I'm trying to hit, by the end of hurricane season, 50 subscribers. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Until next time.